Let's read these instructions real quick. It says go to HoustonSpeedFreaks.com.
All right, guys, and please listen. This is for the 2025 guys because I get emails and stuff, and people say they watch my videos, and I appreciate that. But then they ask, why isn't this cold side charge pipe fitting? Why isn't this hot side charge pipe fitting? And Ford changed the connection style on y'all's intercooler. The 2025s have a different intercooler completely. No, the charge pipes and everything's the same route. Everything's the same way. Just the connection style Ford changed for whatever dumb reason. And we found that out when we went to put an intercooler on this Explorer that we're working on currently in this video. So what you'll need, if you want to have charge pipes on your 2025 or aftermarket charge pipes on your 2025 Ford Explorer, is you're gonna have to do intercooler and charge pipes at the same time, or you're gonna have to find 2020 to 2024 OEM charge pipes. This is the OEM hot side right here. And then we got the OEM cold side right up there from a 2020 to 2024. It comes with a normal style slip-on connection. The other one's like a weird push lock design that Ford changed to. So again, you could either use our charge pipes for the 2020s to 2024s or just go completely aftermarket. I do carry stock of those, so if you need them and you just want to do an intercooler and save a bit of money, I sell them for like 120 bucks for both hot and cold side from the OEMs. Versus spending $600 to $800. But anyway, guys, I hope this helps. And again, make sure you have an intercooler on, because I've had several people message me, hey, this isn't working. It will not work with your factory intercooler. You're gonna have to have an aftermarket intercooler on your 2025 for those charge pipes to work, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Love y'all. Later.
All right, guys, we are back with Andrew's Explorer. We are doing the FenFab cold side charge pipe with the HKS blow-off valve. Best sounding blow-off valve on the market. Fight me if you don't think so. This is a really actually straightforward and super easy install. So actually what we got to do is we got to undo the coolant reservoir and get it up out of the way so we can get to the arm, which is really no big deal. It is a 8mm, and then you just push it out of the way. We'll get this arm off and these two other 8mm tabs. Pull that out and get in here, but we're gonna go ahead and go over here and set up this charge pipe. So the cool thing about Brett's charge pipes and most HKS fittings, or just BOV fittings in general, is you can actually disconnect them from the pipe. So you're not sitting there holding the whole pipe. Having a good set of snap ring pliers helps. You have an O-ring. O-ring is going to go into the bottom of here. You got your BOV. It's going to sit on top, right? But you're also going to have a snap ring, and the snap ring sits over the top here, and we got to push it inside. Now there's something on the snap ring I want to show y'all too that I think a lot of people miss. Is you'll see one side is actually tapered, the other side is flat. Is the camera picking that up at all? Oh, okay. Yeah. So that tapered side is going to face upwards. Make sure that it's facing upwards. If you put it the other way, it's going to pop out. You're going to lose your O-ring. Then you're going to be cussing at Travis again. All right, so I'm trying to tell you all the proper way to do this. This is a motherfucker. I'm not going to lie, guys. This is not the easiest thing to juggle. So we got this pair of pliers. This is not a snap ring pliers, but we're going to try to make it work with what we got. You know, maybe it's all you have at home is a pair of needle nose pliers. We did find the snap ring pliers.
So much better.
Still really sketchy. I fucking hate snap rings. Okay, we're going to try to put one side in there, other side. Okay. Okay, so we can see that the snap ring's in there, but it's not fully seated. So if you think it's on there, and look, you'll notice too is when it's in there, you won't be able to wiggle it. See how we can wiggle it back and forth? So that means that the snap ring's not fully seated. So we're going to try to just push on it and push on the back side over here and just kind of try to get it to go into its actual home. See what I'm talking about? See how this is still just rolling around here, guys? That means that it's not seated. All right, guys. So again, one way to tell if you have this on here is if you can't twist it, you know that C-clamp is tight. If you can twist it, your C-clamp's not tight. Snap ring, C-clamp, whatever. Your snap ring is tight. That way it doesn't accidentally blow off, and then again, you're looking for that O-ring. We just actually found a pretty simple solution for this is we put it in with the snap rings to get it kind of in there, and then we got a block of wood, a flathead, and a hammer, and once it's kind of in there, to help seat it is you just kind of tap it. You're not trying to fucking destroy it or give it all your, just give it a little couple love taps with a flathead on there, and it'll kind of help seat that and then work around it. Correct, yeah, and you'll see that this doesn't move. So we're gonna leave this here. We're gonna go ahead and take out the OM charge pipe over here. Again, guys, this is going to be an 8, so let me get an 8 real quick. Well, again, we got to move the OEM coolant tank real fast. Just that one bolt. And then you can kind of take it and move this. And if you look down in here, you can see that there is a 10mm nut. That is what we're going for. That is what we are trying to get out. You see it? Right under there. So, just going to take this. Without dropping it. Got the nut. All right, so now that this arm comes off, go ahead and take this off by just prying on it. That side snaps off. This side is going to pull straight up. Boom. So now we can go ahead and put our expansion tank back. Yep, right here. You're undoing this one. A lot of people undo this one. You're not. You're actually reusing that OEM piece. So you're just going to undo this. And then you're going to undo that one right here in the front. Need a small extension to help reach that one. What the F, dude? Oh, it's an 8. I'm sitting here struggling. Oh, I'm just like, why is this not working? I thought I had an 8 on there, guys. That's my fault. We had the 7. Okay. Let's loosen this one up now. And I'm just going to give it a good tug out of here. Pull it out of this side. And you should be able to snake it. Now this is the 2024 or 2020 to 2024 charge pipe that we put in here, if y'all remember, to make this intercooler work, because we put the FenFab intercooler on here. Again, the only way around that is to either do charge pipes at the same time or find these. Again, if you're looking for them, hit me up. I do carry these. I don't always have a bunch in stock, but I do have some from doing other people's charge pipes and stuff. So I'm gonna take that back with me. That way, when y'all need it, I can give it to another person in need. All right. Just keep it. All right, this sexy blow off valve. Spin on a little bit, you know. We're going to shove this bad mama jam up in here. This way, and that way, then some of that way, and then some this way. Tighten it back up. All right. Switch that to the 7. Tighten up this side. All right. And then now we set up our whole vacuum line setup. Let's read these instructions real quick. It says go to HoustonSpeedFreaks.com. Thanks, Brett. All right, so you got a T-fitting here. You look back in this bad mama jamma over here, and you'll see that 2025 is actually a little bit different. We got this line that goes here. So this is already different than what we're used to seeing. This is the evap line. Yeah, get some lighting in here. Normally it's this whole big crazy thing, so we gotta cut a, is this hard line? Of course it's fucking hard line too. Oh boy. See if we can't snake that off. There we go. That is some hard, soft, weird line. Oh no, it's all hard line. Of course it is. And then they shove it even further back in this year model than the last. All right, here is another change on the 2025 is the evap sensor is different. Not a major change. It is further back in there. It's like they're trying to stop you from doing this. But if you shine a light up in here and you get up in here, you could actually see where that fitting goes. Get under there. See if you can angle that camera up a little bit. No, angle it up.
I'm trying.
Just take it off the dang fucking, take it off that thing. We're almost done. You're just fucking up. No, that's going to fuck up the YouTube angle. That's not the YouTube angle. Oh, just take it off the damn fucking tripod. Yeah, all right, guys, right there. You can see it's way the hell back there. Again, it's like they're trying to fuck us over, but we got it. Can't stop us. All right, look right here. I'm going to keep all that in there, too. If you're an awesome cameraman and got some awesome skills and have nothing better to do with your time, come save this guy's job. Wait, you guys are getting paid? Ready?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, there we go.
I knew I shouldn't have even told you I had one of those motherfuckers. 30 minutes later. All right, so
And we're back.
yeah. So this is the whole hard line again. We ran a razor blade off that to cut that off the other end in there. We're going to do the same for this side. Just get rid of this hard line, but we're keeping the fitting here. And just carefully cutting it to where, okay, one more pass. Boom. Got it off. Trash hard line. Again, you're keeping the fitting. Just squeeze this on here. We're going to take our little razor blade here. I'm going to go about 2 inches out. We're going to cut it. Probably like, man, Travis, why are we cutting it again? I'm going to show you. Hold that side real quick. Yep. That way I don't cut my hand off. All right. You got your T-fitting. T-fitting is going to go in one side, other side, and then this port goes right to your BOV. So this is going to go back into that brown spot way the hell back under there that we were trying to show you earlier.
We did.
Did we?
We did.
Just trying to make sure that that is good and on there. We'll go ahead and plug back in our little thing here. And then we'll just take our hose. Plug it into that little T nipple. All right, once that's on there, lock it down in place. Measure this out. I'm gonna leave a little bit of slack in here just in case. So I'm gonna cut it to about here. Where'd that razor blade go? All right, vacuum line's on there. You can go ahead and kind of run a little neater. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get this special HSF strut bar on here real quick. Show you all that.
All right. Good choice.
Let's
of hardware.
close it out with a little HKS noise, huh?
That's right.
Keep that on there. The mic's down. An iconic HKS noise. So there you go. Everyone knows it's still possible in 2025. Again, as long as you have an intercooler. I did hear that they are working on an intercooler. Not sure how soon, but this is the way around it. Hot, cold side charge pipe, or again, OEM charge pipes from the 2020 to 2024s. And you'll be in business. Anyway, guys, you can get this right off my website, HoustonSpeedFreaks.com. I appreciate y'all, love y'all, and until the next one. Sign her out, Captain.